Okay, Jessica. So I just want to know, I kind of hopped on 2 seconds late, apologies, but like I assume he kind of gave you the overview of
Yeah,
what we're going for.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay, well, just to, because I'm not too sure what he all said, but basically, so the whole thing, like the questions that we're asking you, so our purpose is to like understand, we're trying to rear this interview into a way, like I just want you to like have an idea where your answers could go, not trying to tell you what to say. But anyway, just for example, like please share a story about your experience with the company, like a high point experience. So you could just go on about like how, for instance, the tournament, or like from where you started to where the program is now. Cool. Please tell me about your business innovation. Like my opinion, what Verdi, not even just Verdi, like the team's overall goal as coaches for the girls. And that could be to be better women after this, or to, you know what I'm saying? Or to like be the best team in the A10 and what that means to you, or whatever. And like maybe just mention like how the process of that has been going. And like the third question would just be like, how will your innovation impact society? And do you have any personal experiences? Hey, mother. Hi.
For her school thing, so she's recording.
Oops.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Sorry about that.
But the third one is just like, how will your innovation impact society? And I think I heard him kind of saying that. And do you have any personal experiences? So the personal experiences can, actual experiences, or how it ties into women empowerment type thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So like, if you're ready to start, we can. If you want to look at them for a few seconds, you just let me know when you're ready. Sorry, it's been ghetto, but I really tried to edit the questions again, but I just did not get around to that. But whatever, we'll work with these.
Let me see.
Let me turn this AC.
Don't know where they went.
You want me to resend it to you?
I think I found it. Okay, it's right here.
Okay.
Try to see if it pops up on my phone. Oh shoot. Is it the questions you emailed me, right?
Yep, nothing's changed.
Okay. All right, cool. Got them. Okay.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And hopefully we can like edit all this extra stuff we were saying out. But anyway. All right. Hello, Jess. My name is Vash. Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to say your name. Okay.
We'll just clip all this out. We'll edit it out.
Oh my God. Okay. Try this again. We could just edit that out. Okay. My name is Vash. I go to St. John's University and I'm a graduate assistant. I'm interviewing
Jessica George.
Jessica George, who is an assistant coach at the University of Massachusetts in Amherst for the women's basketball team. So I'm just going to talk to you about the basic SDGs and what that means to us and how these innovation questions resonate to your job. So basically an SDG is just a sustainable development goals. And this is just like goals that helps your company or your overall goal achieve to where you guys want to be. So the first question that I have for you, please tell me about your business innovation. And that can be from services, new processes, new ideas, or your bottom line goal for your company.
So I would say, for bottom line goal, I think that me and the rest of the staff, that I worked with, our biggest goal was kind of just to teach each player that we had, skills that they could apply to their everyday life, like outside of basketball, and how to, deal with real life things like being on time to places, responding to, people who reach out to you and set up things for you and expecting you to respond back to them, let them know that you have the message and stuff like that. Um, Discipline, respecting one another. Those are like our biggest things. And we have these things called core values, which our team lives by, and things that they have to, portray every day on the court, outside of the court, like in the classroom, different stuff like that. So, and then of course, the basketball perspective of it is just trying to stay together as a team, try to win as many games, try to build the program each year and, get us where we want to be, which is to win a championship eventually, and just keep on getting there.
Excellent. Oh, I love to hear it. Okay, my next question. So, this when you mentioned outside of the court, uh, do these like does this innovation kind of resonate with their academics and how that can take them outside of basketball, even if they don't want to be athletes, or do you just mean like as people like in the professional world when they want to do whatever when they get out of there?
Just more so like the professional world. So in case of like a player doesn't necessarily want to continue playing basketball after they graduate from college, it's more so of trying to give them the tools that they need to attack any other career opportunity that they would like to take on. So
Mm,
whatever that may be, I'm
love
sure
it.
that could apply anywhere.
Hey, I'm here for it. Okay, so my at least my next question. Okay, so could you please just share like a mini story about like one of you guys' higher points in your entire career, I guess, being there as a coach, or like just by this season, or any type of story that just make you feel like, wow, what we've been preaching has been working.
Yeah. So recently we just got back from a postseason tournament. We made the WNIT for the first time in like 20, I want to say 23 years, I think. And I think that was like the highest peak of our season because before, like a couple weeks prior to that, we had a couple players who dropped out of the season, I guess, and we ended up with 7 players total. So that kind of put us in a position to show people what we were capable of doing, even with 7 players. And it was a tough task for them, and they ended up coming out on top. We didn't win everything, but we wanted to, but it was a step in the right direction. And just telling them how proud we were at the end of the season and like how they showed how hard they worked, and they just showed that they deserved to be there, which they did. And I would say that, yeah, that was the highest peak of our season. So
Excellent. Love to hear it. Well, congratulations on that.
thank you.
My other question, I just have two more and then I am done. So
Mm.
could you just explain to me like how you think your staff, you all work together to build everything that you're saying about the program and the company, how it's like working and how it's operating? If that makes sense.
Yeah. So we meet weekly as a staff. We go over what our schedule will be for the week, and then going through certain events that we'll have schedules, and um how we'll, attack that. And then we meet for practices as well, and we'll go through how we'll construct practices and what we want to do and stuff like that, and plays that we want to go through. And even like outside of practicing, we have meetings about like what they'll do to do like team bonding to bring that togetherness and the group. And then I know they meet with their strength coach a lot about like meal prepping and stuff like that. So to
Mhm.
make sure that they're eating well and getting their bodies to where they need to be. A lot of the meetings lately were involving like stretching
Yeah,
since we only had
yeah.
7 players. So it was just a lot to make sure, like we meet a lot to make sure that their players are getting everything that they need to get, and making sure that we're doing everything we possibly can on our end to make sure that we're successful at the end of the day. Um, the head coach meets with his players and individually as well. He tells them expectations for them, and he tells them as a team as well. So they pretty much know like what is expected of them and what they need to do on their end for us to
Mhm.
be successful. And for us coaches individually, we have our own separate tasks that we have to do to making sure that we're successful too. So just a lot of meetings. Whole lot of
Cool.
meetings.
No, it sounds amazing. And I just kind of like scrolled through you guys' like history this past year, seeing you guys had like some scholars. Like you guys are
Oh
super
yeah.
high end on the academics. Seems like you guys are really
Mhm.
crunched down on the players about that.
Yeah, grades is definitely their first priority since, it is a college. They're here to learn and get their academic degrees before basketball. So they are a student before an athlete. And a head coach definitely makes sure that they're on top of their schoolwork. They have, like I said, weekly or bi-weekly meetings with their like position coach to make sure that they're doing their work, turning their work in, doing good on tests and stuff like that. So we're definitely trying to keep going up and up, try to get that team GPA up there.
Sounds like it. Okay. Well, love to hear it again. My last question is, how will your innovation impact society? And do you have any personal experiences? And that could just be actual hands-on or what you've just seen working within your field.
Um, hmm, hmm. What was the question again? I'm
Take your
sorry.
time. Yeah, yeah, take your time. So how will your idea, like your innovation, so the idea, services, and the bottom line goal impact
Mhm.
society? That's my first question. I'll get to the second one.
Okay, so I would say that me being a former player is very helpful for them because not only that, like I'm on the coaching staff where they can get like another perspective. I used to be in their shoes, so I kind of know like what they're going through every day and what the coach asks of them. I've been there, done that. So it's kind of easy for me to give them advice and feel for them and try to make sure that they're steered on the right direction.
Mhm.
And I feel like me having that role for them is going to help them in later life because I feel like not a lot of people get that opportunity where they can. And I've played with a couple of them on the team before, so it's like a lot of people don't really get the opportunity to have someone in their corner basically and that can relate to them. Like a lot of people, you can give them advice, but you necessarily can't really relate to them. So I feel like my impact on the staff could have them feel. I'm trying to figure out how to word this. I feel like they could, I don't know, just I guess take what I say and think about that and apply to that because they see like where I am and where I've gotten after I graduated from college and played for him and done all the work and all the stuff that they went through. And I feel like they could take that and then, if they don't want to play basketball, like after the season's over, they could take that and go into their own career field and do that, whatever they want to do. And they might end up finding somebody who needs their input on something and their,
Oh,
positive thoughts and stuff like that. So I feel like that's my impact personally. Um,
personal. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
All right,
pretty
cool.
much.
So the only question I have leading into that. So as far as society, do you feel like those you mentioned core values? Do those core values, like say in the future, these girls doing all that they're doing right now, could it lead to like some sort of women empowerment, like maybe even relate
Mhm.
to women's sports and how, or even just women in general to like do their own thing and like make
Mhm.
a voice and be heard? Do you think that is
Yeah.
possible?
I think it's definitely possible for our players. This season, they've already spoken up on like a few things that have happened in society in general. And I think one of our biggest things was two of our players created or helped design shirts for Black Lives Matters movement. And that was something that was very important to them and very important to the staff too. So I feel like them standing up for that cause was like a very big step in the right direction and gave them and I'm pretty sure like their teammates confidence that they can speak up about like life events and stuff that's bothering them and stuff that they feel isn't right, whether it's affected them personally or affected someone like that they don't even know. But I think that they're definitely on the right path for it and they're not, at all scared to take that step. And I mean, if they are, they have people in their corner who can help them and push them and you know, even if they need to learn more about the subject, that they're open to that as well. So
Oh,
yeah.
go you. Well,
You guys is on the ups.
you guys sound like you're doing amazing, and you guys are definitely just making a lot of success more and more each and every day. And I'm super proud of y'all. Thank you for taking this time to interview with me and learning about sustainable development goals. And it sounds like you guys are definitely on the right path of putting yourselves in a better position for next year and the years after that. So, with that being said, I'm going to close this, and I hope you have an amazing day.
Thank you
Of
so much.
course. Thank you. Bye.